At this point, I need Wanda to have theme music. Wanda say, don't be disrespectful. Don't be disrespectful. Thank you for clicking on the video. Welcome back to the channel. This is another review for Love and Marriage Huntsville. I was about to say Love and Hip Hop, and that ain't what this is. This is Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 3, Episode 15, Wrecking Ball Wanda. So Maurice, he takes Kimmy out to this plot of land where he wants to build a spec house, which is a house that they want to sell, as opposed to their dream home, which is what Kimmy thought they were out there for. She thought they were out there to, look at the land for a home that they were going to build for themselves, but not so. He tells her, that he's talked to Marceau and Martell about building on it and all of that. And Kimmy is like, but this ain't the forever home. I thought we was here for the dream home, and you got me once again blindsided. Maurice is always making decisions and putting, setting things in stone without communicating with her, and then dragging her in on the back end. And he's also always making plans for her. Like he want her, he's planned for her to pick up Monster from school, or his practices or whatever. And she's like, now we decided that you would be picking up your child. We ain't said nothing about me, falling in line and having to do the carpool thing, because that's your child. I done did that. She did that, been there, done that, and she's not doing it anymore. Her child is up and out of the house, and so, no, I don't want to pick Monster up. That's your responsibility. You wanted him out here with you, closer to you, then you pick him up. But no, that's not how it's been. She's been very much, the custodial parent, I should say, while Maurice is out there working, doing whatever it is he's doing, running businesses, doing whatever. And I think Kimmy is getting fed up. At least she's going to get fed up, because I don't think that anybody would be able to hold their tongue. Eventually she gonna lash out, because you're not gonna keep blindsiding me with your responsibilities or the things that you're responsible for. You're not gonna keep doing it, because Kimmy says she got stuff to do. Martell, he and the kids are at his mother's house, and while the kids play, Martell sits down and talks to his mama, Marlene, and he brings up depression and therapy and all of that. And Mama's like, I don't think you need no therapist. Like, you just got a lot on your plate. That's all she sees. She really ain't no help. She's the biggest enabler, and sometimes she can be just as delusional as he is. If the man say he depressed and want to go talk to a therapist, who are you to tell him that he's not depressed and doesn't need to see a therapist? Like, whether it's a lot of stuff on his plate or not, that's what the therapy is for, to help you, process all of this, and to help, give you tools to process it in a different way, in a more healthy way, as opposed to what Martell, really does, which is go and gallivant with women all over town. So, yeah, Mama, if he needs to see a therapist, he need to see a therapist, and don't be trying to talk him out of it or tell him that what he's experiencing is, something small, because it's not. She gonna tell him he done did the damn thing. Basically, like, you've been a good dad. You've been a good husband. You've been a good man. No, he hasn't. And she need to stop telling him that. She needs to stop telling him how good of a man he is, because he believes it. and it's not the truth. But she got him believing it. She even had the nerve to make it seem like Melody was a problem. Like, I would watch you work so hard, and I was thinking to myself, she gonna kill my boy. She gonna kill my boy. While she just sits up, Martell this, Martell that. And it's like, her prerogative, her husband, Mama. These mamas, boy, I tell you. I'm gonna keep my mouth closed, because I never know who's lurking on my videos. So let me just keep it cute and stick to the reviews and less on my own personal situations. Anyway, Mama need to keep it cute. She needs to just shut the fuck up, really. Martell brings up his argument with Melody in Vegas. And when he mentions the song and all of that, Mama like, oh yeah, I remember that. I told, what they call Tank. They called the little boy Tank. I talked to Tank about that song, and I think I told him, yeah, that song is about your dad. And he was like, why would you tell her that? Like, why would you paint that picture like the music is about me, or why would you paint their dad in a negative light? Because the song is very negative towards men, or Martell. And she's just like, listen, don't get mad at me. Take that up with your ex-wife, because it ain't got nothing to do with me. I said what I said, okay, and I'm standing on it. But you need to take that up with your wife. No, Mama, you shouldn't have said that. You shouldn't have been around there with them. I think sometimes when you're in these types of situations, it's easy to say something that you probably shouldn't be saying to the kids. Like, it's easy to fill them in on things they probably shouldn't know about. Like he around here singing that song. It was probably like second nature for her to be like, oh yeah, your mama singing, that song about your daddy. And she shouldn't be saying that. But I'm sure it just came out because the music is about him. Like, we're not going to continuously say that it's about all the cheating men out here in the world. No, she is using her personal life experiences and putting it into music. And so it's definitely about Martell. Every last song on the EP is about Martell, I'm sure. They changed the subject, and he invites her to the Destiny 5K. She's happy to support. She's going to be there. Maurice and Martell meet at Maurice's office to have a therapy session with Dr. Francis. And Maurice feels, like if they control the environment, being in a safe space as they see fit, that, it'll seem more like guy talk more as opposed to a whole therapy session. So they're going to have Dr. Francis meet them out there. They call Marceau because he's supposed to be there. And when he answers the phone, he appears to be out running. He say he's not into it. He will not be there. Sorry about that. Marceau feels like Dr. Francis is biased. Like he, leans more so on the woman's side of things as opposed to, taking an unbiased approach to his therapy. And so that's mainly his reason for not wanting to go. Okay, Dr. Francis shows up and, he asks about Maurice's reason for being there. Maurice tells him so after he and Marceau and Martell had their conversation in Vegas, and Marceau divulged that he had been depressed and his symptoms and how he had been feeling. Maurice felt like, hey, I've been feeling that way as well. So I might be depressed as well. And Dr. Francis is like, so after, because that's how he be looking. So after having a conversation with Marceau and what he dealt with, and what and what you've been feeling and what society says depression is, so you think you depressed too? That's what he said, Dr. Francis. Damn. Dr. Francis says that Maurice expounds on this, and he starts on his whole, I'm a high achiever. It's just so hard out here for a high achiever. You know what it gives. Like, he's so stressed at being a high achiever. And Martell, mentioned that vacationing and going on trips and that sort of thing is what has taken his mind off of the stress and being a high achiever and all of that. And so he took that into consideration, but he's somebody that don't need, he feels like, I don't take vacations. I don't do that sort of thing. I don't have time for that. Like, I have to go. I have to achieve every goal that I've set out for myself. And so that's Maurice's thing. He don't even want to take no vacation because he works so hard. And Dr. Francis tells him, well, you're either going to stand still and deal with things, or you're going to escape. Because even with escaping and going on a vacation, when you get back, problems will still be there. So you have to stand in it, face things head on, and move forward that way. Maurice wants to know if this is how it's just gonna be. If this is the stress like never ending? Is it just gonna be this way? And Dr. Francis says that sometimes people create a maze for themselves and they can't figure out how to get out of it. On the other side of that is uncertainty, anxiety, all of that. He tells them though that regardless of whether or not they're depressed, they've accepted that they are, and so if they like it, they'll keep it. If they don't like it, they'll change it. And what is it costing them, to achieve what they set out to achieve? At what cost are you going to continuously be the high achiever? Because everything in your family life, home life, relationships, all of that suffers because you're such a high achiever, Maurice says that he identifies with the man that he sees himself to be in the future. He identifies with that man's, but once he got married, it's like things changed, and now it's his work life and his wife competing against one another. And Dr. Francis is like, nope, not gonna let you do that. You created the competition between your work and your business and being an entrepreneur and your wife, not her. Stop putting that on her. She ain't do that. That's what you did. And he tells him, you're the one, you created that competition. You're the one that wants to be the lawyer, the entrepreneur, the husband. You want all of these, you want your hands in all of these baskets. And it does create a competition, because now Kimmy really does have to compete for your time, for your affection, for all of that, because it's like you mainly want to build and hone in on being an entrepreneur and less of being a good husband. Like it's gonna just, I guess, I don't know. He could think it's gonna happen by osmosis. I don't know. But the stress comes from him having two wives. His business and wanting to build that and being an entrepreneur and all of that, as well as Kimmy. So he's either gonna have to find balance or something's gonna have to give, and he can't just put Kimmy down. Martell can agree, because with his situation and things turning out the way that they did, it's going to shape his children's lives forever. The fact that he and Melody, don't get along, and that they're getting a divorce is definitely going to trickle down to the children. And so it's the same thing when you have an absent parent that's always working. It trickles down to the children. They start, resentment and bitterness starts to set in for the kids and your wife. It's just all bad. So get your ass home, Maurice. Get home more. Okay. And at a timely manner. Martell agreeing, talking about some, Melody need to hear this conversation more than anybody. Now, why we even talking about Melody, Martell? He love to bring everything back to her. He loves to do that. Martell, he tells Dr. Francis, that he's been through a lot. Dr. Francis is pretty much up to speed on him. And Martell says he lost everything pretty much. And Dr. Francis is like, well, how did that feel to lose everything? And he was like, he kind of stuttered a little bit, but just flat out, I'm hurt. It hurt. It hurt to be that. It hurt to lose everything. My wife, my family, my home, all of that. It hurt. And Dr. Francis is like, that's big of you to, word it that way, to use those words, that it hurt. He says that when you change your view of yourself, you will change your worldview. You'll change the way you view the world. You decide. Okay. All right. It's the day of the race, and the purpose of the race is to run to your destiny or to your goals, whatever. The participants are going to write their life's dreams, goals, aspirations, all of that, what they want for themselves, what they want to manifest, on a stake, and they're going to put it in the ground, near the finish line, so they can run to it. They're running to their destiny. It's a good idea, I guess. It's just getting started. This is the second year they're doing it, and I can tell it's the second year they're doing it, because wasn't a whole lot of people out there, but it ain't no Peachtree Road race. But they had the people out there, and it's a good cause. I can support I can support that. Running to your destiny. That's a good thing. I'm sure there are a lot of people that are going to, pledge and donate and participate. I'm sure they're going to get a lot of participation next year after seeing it on TV and seeing what it's all about. Okay, so they take off. Like I said, ain't nobody there really. The drone view is real sparse. It's real sparse. It's real sparse, but I mean, they had some people show up. Bless the people that showed up. Martell and his mom show up. They're late, but I mean, they came. He blames it on her not wanting to come because she didn't want to run. I can definitely see that happening. But he got her on up out of there. So the whole Holt family is there. Mama, Vanessa, they kikiing over there. The kids are out there. It's pretty much a family affair. Melody and Tiffany, they almost come in first place because they done cheated. They done got a ride to the finish line. They say we're gonna work smarter, not harder. And nobody said how you supposed to get to the, get to the destiny or to the goal. Like, everybody's journey is different. We took this journey in the car. We took that route. So they done finished up the race. Everybody's standing around talking, and Tiffany, she's just like, and I don't even know why she even had to do this, but in true Tiffany fashion, she don't know how to read the room. So she bringing up Martell and Melody. This was so fun. I don't know why every time we get together, we have to argue. And it's like, why are you bringing that up, Tiffany? Nobody's arguing. Nobody's on that. So why are you going there? Anyway. Destiny says it's the Martell show. He's very passive aggressive with Melody. And then when she reacts, which he knows that she will, now they're bickering and now they're arguing. And she's trying to defend Melody a little bit. And Miss Marlene come up like, this is between them two. You let that be between them two. You stay out of it. He ain't your man. He ain't your husband. He ain't your ex-husband. You need to stay out of it. No, Miss Marlene, don't say that. Don't do that. You don't need to be trying to uphold for Melody all the time either. I'm not trying to uphold for Melody all the time. I said uphold for Melody. That's some real country talking. You don't need to be upholding for Melody. What? Anyway, Destiny don't understand why she getting chewed out, but you do need to mind your business, Destiny. Nobody asked you to mediate. Nobody asked you to mediate, and your opinions on their arguments or how they start or whatever, keep it to yourself. That wasn't the time to try to chastise Martell over arguing with Melody. Because are y'all going to talk to Melody? Because they both engage in the bullshit when they're arguing. They both do. It's not just the Martell thing. It's not just the Melody thing. They push each other's buttons. They know what each other's triggers are and they just go for it. Mama just say, just don't be talking at my son. Talk to him. Don't be yelling at him. I ain't got time for that. And Martell, he ain't got nothing to say. Again, this is his mama again stepping in for him, enabling him, because Martell really needs to cut the shit. I don't like that it's continually a Martell, you control it thing. Like, you're the man, you need to control yourself. You're the man, you need to not engage with her in that way. And it's like, okay, now let's direct all of this to Melody as well. Like, I'm huge on everybody keep your hands to yourself as it relates to, boys don't hit girls. Boys shouldn't be mean to girls. Girls shouldn't be mean to boys either. Girls shouldn't put their hands on boys either. We really stress that. And then women are able to, get away with whatever, or they're able to manipulate a whole situation to their benefit, off the strength of, oh, a man shouldn't do that. Melody be trying it too. She be trying it too. She got a slick mouth, just like Martell got a slick mouth. Anyway, Marlene says she got to go to work, so she about to head out anyway. And Marlene had her stomach out. I said, go ahead, Marlene. Go ahead, Marlene, with your midriff. Before she can leave, because she over there about to say bye to Vanessa, and Wanda strolls over talking about, Martell and Melody getting back together, and they both like, that's their business. Stay out of their business. That's not, we not finna do that. Vanessa is like, this woman over here, this girl, she likes to, carry on the Twitter. And so she brings up her tweets that, that are in reference to the side chicks, making sure that they get everything that the wife does. And Marlene is like, I don't know nothing about none of that. Don't be trying to drag me in nothing. I'm out. Got to go to work. Y'all, see y'all later. All right. Bye-bye. So Marlene is on her way out. She don't keep up mess. Wanda, she's standing in her bullshit, like, yeah, I said it. and Vanessa is like, well, Melody will never listen to your advice because, like, you talk from both ends, you talk from both sides of your neck. On one side, you want Melody and Martell to get back together, and then on the other side, you over here talking to the side chick brigade. Like, I don't understand your angle. Miss Woman with a husband and a boyfriend, and then Miss Wanda's like, didn't you cheat too? Yeah, I got a husband and a boyfriend. I ain't ashamed, but ain't you cheat? Didn't you cheat too? Woman, please. Woman, please. Woman, please. That's what Miss Vanessa say. She say, woman, please. Don't be throwing that out there. I have never slept with a married man. She says she ain't standing in the mess. I don't do ghetto. She don't do ghetto. And then it escalates a little bit because Melody walks over, and then Tisha got to walk over and see what's going on. And then Tisha jumping in and got to let it be known that it's both Vanessa and her mama, that's to blame. Both of them are bullies on Twitter. Both of them are. And Tisha tries to call. She's doing this. Oh, don't stop it, guys. Okay, Miss Vanessa. Okay, and Miss Vanessa don't put your hands on me. You don't have to touch me. Don't put your hands on me. Now, girl, don't do all of that, Vanessa. Don't do all of that. I think when people do that, that escalates it more because I'm trying to calmly and reach out to embrace you so that you can calm down. And when you start wailing and flailing and don't touch me, that escalates the situation because you might hit me doing all of that. And then we're going to really have a problem. Good and well, wasn't nobody trying to be, aggressive. Miss Vanessa, relax. Anyway, Vanessa, her mom, of course, not her mom, Wanda, she's not calming down, and she's escalating the situation more and more by, throwing little jabs out there. And Tisha just decides to pull her away to the side, and Wanda's like, she just can't take the disrespect, Tisha's like, I can handle myself. You need to stop doing this, especially as it relates to Kimmy. And because I talked to her about what you told me she said, and, she told me that's not how it went. And, I choose to, let it go. I choose to not pick a side. I choose to let it go. I choose to move forward. And she's like, yeah, Kimmy might not have said that, but she was very disrespectful. She was very disrespectful. At the end. That's where it ends. Listen, Wanda needs theme music. When Wanda come on to the scene, I want to hear the Sanford and Son song. I want to hear the Sanford and Son. I need the Sanford and Son theme music for Wanda. Please and thank you, Carlos. Every time she step on the scene, she gonna have to have theme music. Because Wanda brings it. She just brings it. And she already, listen, she be coming in like, yeah, so it's almost like, hey, maid, I see you got your maid outfit on like you always do. That's it, guys. Let me get off of here. I got 3 other videos to do. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Busby, and I'm going to chat with you later. Peace and light.